What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another of my episode. Let's talk about the Autopen that's blasted on the newspaper, that's blasted on the news media. Now, before we move into the Autopen, let's go back to what Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House, said when he first had a meeting with Joe Biden. And this is on YouTube. Go ahead and look it up. You can find it. But in his words, he said that he couldn't get a meeting with Joe Biden for the longest. They kept putting it off until he kept insisting. Finally, they let him into the Oval Office. Finally, he had that meeting that he's been insisting for so long, which it was odd to him. But when he gets in there, he sees Kamala Harris. He sees all these bunch of other people that he's himself wondering, okay, what's going on here? So Mike Johnson was concerned the documents that Joe Biden signed. That's what he wanted to talk to him about, because he signed to stop the export of liquefied natural gases to Europe, which the Europeans would have to go to pull in and get the gas from there, put more money into put in his pocket. So when Mike Johnson was talking to Joe Biden about that, Joe Biden really had no clue about it. These are from Mike Johnson's words, so go ahead and look it up. Until he kept insisting, and then Joe Biden remembered, like, oh, no. I didn't sign for that. I signed for the liquefied natural gas to go ahead and make a study of the effects of it. That's what he said he signed. And Mike Johnson, that's when he realized that Joe Biden was telling the truth. He did not know what exactly he signed. He actually believed he signed just to study the liquefied natural gas and the effects of it. But in reality, he stopped the export to Europe. Makes my head hurt, So let's just before I drift off something else, let's just stick to the point. So Mike Johnson himself realized that that Joe Biden did not understand what he signed. Now, the media is going to tell you not to believe your own eyes. I don't know about me. I got 4 eyes. I don't know about you. But with my 4 eyes, I can, pick up that, whoa, Joe Biden is losing his mind. All these videos of him just walking off, all these videos of him just blinked off to space. Kind of like, hey, buddy, over here, come on, let's go. All these videos. And then the debate with Trump. It was clear that Joe Biden wasn't all there. It was clear that they were using them. Now let's get back to the Autopen. The Heritage Foundation Oversight Project did their own investigation, and I applaud them for that. And I hope they keep doing private investigations and come out with more information, with more things to tell us. But the Heritage Foundation ended up finding out that Joe Biden's signatures in all the documents were signed by an Autopen, except one: his withdrawal from the presidential race in 2024. That's the only document that he actually signed physically. So why did I talk about Mike Johnson and his experience with Joe Biden? Realizing that Joe Biden did not understand what he signed. Then let me give you another example. I don't think someone in their right mind would sign an order to give permission to Ukraine to use U.S. missiles to be launched into Russia. And that was right before he left the White House, knowing that Trump was going to have to clean that mess up. So now the question is, do you believe that the Autopen was used without Joe Biden's knowledge? Do you really believe that Joe Biden signed every document with an Autopen knowing what he was signing? Again, the media is going to spin it any way they want. But God gave us eyes, ears, and a mouth. Geez, I wonder why. But if the media is making you believe that your eyes are lying to you, that your ears are lying to you, and that you can't say nothing about it, then you're a weak-minded person. You're a sheep. The sheep are being herded to a direction where the Democrats want them to be. There was so much lie about Joe Biden's cognitive state of mind. I'm not a doctor. I have no profession. I didn't even go to college. But thanks to God for my eyes and my wits. By looking at somebody and seeing that they stay off in space, by looking at somebody and seeing that they just seem to just drift off, walk off somewhere else that's the wall, leads to nowhere. It doesn't take a genius to realize, oh, there's something wrong with this guy. But the media will tell you, no, he's sharp as a tack. He can hold conversations, hours and hours of conversation. I don't know if you guys seen the interview with Gavin Newsom and his new podcast and Charlie Kirk. Watched it twice just because I love how Charlie Kirk just hits him with so many facts that Gavin Newsom does not know how to even respond. He can't even back up his own ideas. He can't even stand on what he believes in. So why I talk about that? Because Charlie Kirk actually brought up Joe Biden's state of mind. And what did Gavin Newsom said? And let's see how many sheets believe him. But go ahead and check it out yourself. But Gavin Newsom said that Joe Biden's actually in a great state of mind. That he had many conversations with Joe Biden. After it was reported that now Joe Biden is not all there. After it was reported that there was actually a doctor going to Joe Biden. I can't even remember how many times. Maybe I'm having Joe Biden syndrome right now. But the fact was that, yes, there was a doctor going to Joe Biden's White House for, we can only assume, his state of mind. But even though that got exposed, you still got Gavin Newsom till this day saying that he is sharp as a tack. So who are you going to believe? Are you going to believe somebody that's been lying to you and keeps getting exposed for their lies? Or are you going to believe your own eyes? You ask all Democrats about Joe Biden's state of mind, and they're going to tell you, oh, he's smart. He is sharp. He holds a conversation. That guy can barely even walk. He barely even knows where he's at. But let them tell it, and let the sheets follow. But this is the reason why Trump won. So, if the Autopen was actually used to sign all these documents, even the pardons that he had for his crime family, the Biden family, and Dr. Fauci, disgusting human being, and then you got Liz Cheney. I'd rather just bite the bullet. But you guys get it. You guys understand where this is going. If it's determined that Joe Biden could not, that his signatures, especially on those pardons, are not valid, oh, it's going to be a shit show. I can tell you that much. No doubt about it. But I really hope that his signatures are not valid, because everything he signed for was to destroy this country. Everything he signed for was an opportunity for the media and the Democrats to do their best to demonize the next president. And I really, really want to know more about this January 6th and the judges and everything that was covered up. Now, you're going to have the Democrats, and again, you're going to have the media saying, well, there was no crime committed. He pardoned him because Donald Trump is going to prosecute them. Do you see the spin? But how are we going to know if they ever committed a crime if they can't even be investigated because they were pardoned? Documents were destroyed. But yet you got the sheep, you got the weak-minded people that still believe that Donald Trump is a tyrant, that still believe that Donald Trump is going to prosecute his enemies when he was prosecuted by his opponent, not an enemy, an opponent. But yet, don't believe your own eyes. The media is going to keep telling you, don't believe your own eyes, don't believe your own ears. God gave you that, but don't believe that because it does not believe in God. Wake up, people. Make this ignorant cholo look bad. Tell me, where have I gotten it wrong? Tell me, where am I wrong? Come on, sheep. Follow me. Or don't follow me. But you guys got to wake up because this is crazy. So let me tell you this, and let me leave you with this. Internet is forever. Go back to those times Joe Biden spoke Go back to those times of all those videos Joe Biden is walking, speaking, lost, sleeping, saying some weird stuff. But go back to that and tell me, do you believe your eyes? Do you believe what you hear? Or are you going to believe the media that's been lying to you since day one? Let me know in the comments.